this is basically the rehab. You see, something's going to happen that we've never seen before. Well, there will be a spiritual awakening, because the Jews have to come back to their Torah, and it's going to come back by learning the Torah and so on. Now, what does that all have to do with Israel in the Netanyahu? Because what's happening to Israel has never happened before. It's incredible. You think about this. They had one election, failed. It never happened before. It's historical. Okay, I figure, okay, once it didn't happen, don't worry about it. Next time, no problem, right? Second time, fails again. What is God saying? You think it's because of politics? Of course not. What the Baruch Hashem is saying is, listen, you can have all the elections you want, but you're not going to have a government, because the ability of the Erev Rav to rule is over. You don't realize what kind of a gzeira that is. It's over. That's what God is saying. Obviously, in actions and so on, events. That's what He's saying. I don't care. You guys want to vote? You vote all you want. But you're not going to have a government. Why? Because your rule to destroy my people and the Erev Rav, to destroy the bond that connects the Jewish people with me, is over. You see. So then the question is, what's going to happen, right? So it's interesting. So right now, Netanyahu actually gave the mandate back. You have no idea what that is? It's unbelievable. You see, and I can't believe the Likud party, how foolish they are. Because wait a minute, maybe Netanyahu can't put a coalition together, but why don't you dumbheads put somebody else as the head of the Likud? Maybe he could do it. Because the real opposition to the Likud isn't the Likud, it's Netanyahu. Everybody wants to get rid of the guy, and he doesn't want to see the handwriting on the wall. So therefore, what are you doing? Why give the mandate back? Just say, hey, wait a minute, wait, before we give it back, let's check out, what's his name? Somebody else. Who? Gideon Saar. Because he's the man who's voted as the most likely. Let's see what he can do. You see, why are they doing that? Why give up their mandate to form a coalition? Because Netanyahu couldn't do it. What is Netanyahu? Netanyahu reminds me of Louis XIV, right? I am the state. How do you say it in French? Whatever, right? Who?
Can Gantz form a coalition? Or
no, it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? No, what do you mean? You're not the Likud party. You are the head of the Likud party, But if you can't put a coalition, what in the world are you doing? You have this golden opportunity, so don't give it back to, what's his name, Rivlin? Check it out with somebody else. And if he can't do it, fine. But they didn't do that. Because that's what Netanyahu thinks he is. He's a king of the Jews. You see? And if I can't do it, then nobody could do it. See, what a mistake. Okay, but that's the foolishness of the Likud. But anyway, so went back to Gantz. So what's going to happen with Gantz? It's easier for me to be an astronaut than it is for Gantz to put a coalition together. And believe me, I'm not vying for the job as an astronaut. You see? And so on. So what's going to happen, right? Basically, he's going to give it back to Rivlin. And then what's Rivlin going to do? Nobody wants a third election. It's going to cost, what does it cost? $50 million? $100 million? What, are they crazy? All that money could go for poverty or whatever, you see. So what he's going to try to do is either give it to the Knesset, okay, and that's the law, that the Knesset can decide who to put together the coalition. And then this guy's got 15 days. Or he may go back to the Likud and say, listen, forget about Netanyahu. Especially if Netanyahu is indicted, that he's finished. If he's indicted, he's finished. You see? But either way, that's a third possibility. Let the Knesset decide, or the Likud party decide, and hopefully Gideon Saar will do it. And Gideon Saar, as far as I'm concerned, is an interesting person, and I believe that he could be a transition, hopefully, just to, restore Jewish education, Torah education to the Jewish people, and let them decide if they want to be religious or not. That's all. But at least give them an education. You know how many guys go to high school in Israel, they don't even know what Shema Yisrael is? Well, what kind of a betrayal is that of God and His Torah and the whole covenant that He has with the Jewish people? It is beyond belief, you see. So, for the rehabilitation process to start, right, Netanyahu must be deposed of, seriously deposed, right? And somebody else, I believe it could be or is Gideon Saar. And that will begin a certain transition period where the Jews will now be restored to their Torah. And like I say, that's bad news for guys who don't want to be religious. Once you begin learning the Torah, as God testifies, then the more Shabbat, then the light in the Torah, which is you. Because the Torah is chad, it's part of your neshama. You can't get away from it. You see? The only way to get away from it is don't learn the Torah. But once you learn Torah, it's going to grab you, because that's part of your essence. And once the neshama awakens and stirs, it will come to seek God. You see? And that is the way to do it. You see? It's not a matter of, what's his name? Somebody once said, Smotrich, I think it was, well, we want to make it to a halachic state. It's absolute nonsense. What are you, the Moshiach or something? Of course not. No, what you want to do is not make it to a halachic state. No. You don't want to compel people. What you do want to do is get them to learn some Torah. And Torah is the antidote. Like the Gemara says, Torah is the greatest of all antidotes against the Yetzer Hara. And that's how it can work, you see? And then once the rehabilitation starts, that will be incredible.